Today I'm going to talk about how to actually build your brand and monetize it. How many of you guys are big on Instagram or YouTube or anything? I mean, like, are you posting at least once a week? Like, for the love of God, once a week? All right. So I know you guys, and the reason I'm going to talk about this is because generally we can make anywhere from $30,000 to $100,000 a month is where we're kind of capping out right now, just from deal flow from my Instagram account.
Hey guys, I'm making a massive push on Instagram. I want to get to 100,000 followers organically by the end of the year. And the only way I'm going to do that is by you guys sharing my content. So please go give me a follow on Instagram and share whatever videos on there that you see are valuable to you. Share it to your story. Thank you so much.
You guys who don't know, my name's Stratton Brown. I'm 27 years old. I'm from Fresno, California. I played football at Fresno State, tried out for the Seahawks. And the reason I got into real estate is because I thought I was going to make a fuck ton of money, right? I was like, hey, I'm going to go to the NFL, be filthy rich. Did not happen. I was like, okay, what am I going to do? Ended up working for a guy who, at that point in time, 3 years before that, he was making 30 grand a year. And then he was like, yeah, no, I make $200,000 a month. He's like, here's all my checks. And I just pulled out his phone, whips it out, and shows me that shit. Ended up working for him. Eventually ended up running his company. And then I eventually broke off one of my own. Today I'm going to talk about how to actually build your brand and monetize it. How many of you guys are big on Instagram or YouTube or anything? I mean, like, are you posting at least once a week? Like, for the love of God, once a week? All right. So I know you guys, and the reason I'm going to talk about this is because generally we can make anywhere from $30,000 to $100,000 a month is where we're kind of capping out right now, just from deal flow from my Instagram account. So last night I was talking to you. Some random new wholesaler reached out to me. He's like, hey, I see all your content. I got a deal for you, and we'll make like $100K on a flip. And it's deal flow. My coaches have reached out to me who I played for, and they're like, hey, I got a bunch of money, and I have players with a bunch of money. We need to invest. So we're going to be able to monetize it a lot more, raise a lot more money, and get a ton more deal flow. All right, let me see how this works. So who am I? I'm a guru, is what I like to say. I love strip clubs. What else? I mean, yeah. I got you. I'm a dad, boyfriend, entrepreneur. That's my beautiful little son and my girlfriend. And then why you should listen to me. We've scaled one company to $1 million a month, and $1 million a year in 18 months, all through my Facebook account. So I pretty much got on Facebook and would talk shit and say, hey, yeah, here's my company. And I just do it every day. And that's how we got to $1 million a month, well, $1 million a year, and acquired clients through that. So it's hopping on, talking shit. Same thing as these two, where I'll get on, do a podcast. We started off as a meetup, and I run 2 different meetups that have with close to 1,000 people each, and that brings me more deal flow. And then, like I said, we make anywhere right now from $20,000 to $50,000 a month just by me posting, talking shit. Like, hey, guess what? What was the next one? So every day I post, send me your deals. That does something. Or I'll say, who wants skip tracing for those of you guys who are in real estate? And then we'll make $5 grand. So hey, who wants skip tracing? Oh, I need a list. Quick $5 grand, easiest money ever. And then we have a mastermind as well. What we'll get from this presentation, practical tips on how to build your brand, actionable steps you can use today. And then why should you build your brand? So you can be like Mr. Scrooge McDuck. And then like my man Dave Chappelle. All right, and like I said, deal flow, raising private money is something that I didn't really think would come in, but people listen to my podcast and they're like, hey, I have money, where should I put it? And that, for you guys, like, that's the easiest thing ever, right? Like if you had one person a week reaching out to you randomly, you'd probably monetize and be able to get the deal flow, I'm guessing. You're a really good money raiser.
I haven't done it.
Huh?
I've done it.
All right, so the first thing that I did that really helped me out was starting a free meetup. Do any of you guys run a meetup like in your personal city? You run one? And the reason we want to do this is we want to place ourselves as like an authority in the marketplace. So I was starting a meetup just so I can get in front of everybody, be on stage with, let's say we fly someone over or anything else. I'm on stage to automatically associate me with them. So like for my mastermind, where's Ian at? For my mastermind, I had a bunch of super successful people come in and talk. Everyone associated me with them. Everyone was worth way more than I am. But them are automatically placed up there. And then I'm a expert, let's say. And so with our meetup, we get, let's say, 300 people a month coming out. From there, I get deal flow, I will get private money, anything you can imagine, and then everybody follows me on Instagram. The next thing you should do is start a podcast. And for those of you guys who don't want to start one, all I legitimately did is just hop on Facebook and talk to my friends. Because everybody here has really sophisticated friends, right? I mean, you could start a podcast and just interview every single person in this room. You do great. Like that's all you need. And then if you want to go really hard, you can do it on your own. I don't have like the rant muscle. I don't know if any of you guys know who DM is. The dude fucking hops on a microphone and talks shit for an hour by himself. I can't do that. The next thing you need to do is throw a charity event. And this again will get you, as far as raising money, people always want to come out. You're seen as a really good guy. And then everybody's going to post, and you have like the equity warehouse thing right there. Everybody posts about it on social, automatically places it up even higher. And then number 4, the most important thing is you guys actually need to post on fucking social media. The reason I say that is that, so where's he at? Me and you were talking yesterday, and you're like, man, I need to post, but like, I don't know what to do. Legitimately, just take out your phone as you go to all of your projects, and be like, hey, this is me, this is the rental that we have, these are the units that we're buying, we bought them for X, we're doing X.
Are you getting deeper on this in a minute, or
Huh?
on the social media stuff? We're gonna ask you a question.
Oh, no, go, bro.
What's the best spot? I know, like, there's so many places: TikTok, Twitter, Insta,
Yeah.
Facebook. Okay, where's the best? Or do you go to like a HubSpot type thing and then blast it, or?
So I have like a full team that does it all for me. There's Hootsuite can post to all of them. So TikTok has no software that can post it. And generally on TikTok, we need to post like 6 times a day to get into the algorithm. So the reason another reason we have our podcast is because all my podcast gets cut up by either Jake or my team, and then we post that every day. So if you guys go look at my Instagram account @StratDaddy, it is legitimately of just me talking from all the different clips from our podcast. But TikTok is going to give you the most growth. So Leo is an 18-year-old kid who got 1 million followers in like a month from legitimately going, hey, if you're feeling this way, watch this video. And he'd play some stupid fucking motivational clip. Like, wild. And like this kid will be making millions off of his TikTok account pretty fast.
You can also cross post too. So like I do a lot of social media stuff. So if I post on TikTok, you have the option to cross post it to Facebook. Same thing for Instagram, cross post to Facebook. Like when I post here, I run a couple Instagram posts, and I can choose like firefighter salute, first responder firefighter, wildfire creation. Like I'll take a picture of this. I just took up Strat with my flag in the background. I'll say wildfire creations. Check out Strat, and it'll cross post to help people see it.
One thing though, if we are doing TikTok videos, you gotta pull the TikTok logo out of it if we're gonna post it to Instagram, because Instagram hates TikTok because they cost them a lot of money. Jake, do you know the website that pulls that off? It pulls off like the TikTok watermark. My team knows it, I just don't know it.
And you posting the controversial always helps. Like we did a bagpipe in the firehouse, and then people want to argue about the tone of the bagpipes playing. They're all fucking dumb calls. So people want to argue about stuff.
Yeah.
Controversial actually helps.
Controversy, like I try and be somewhat controversial. So like the other day what we were doing, like I legitimately talk shit on other VA companies because we own a VA company. I'm like, hey, your VA company sucks and it's costing you money. Like you should use us because you're probably fucking losing money. Go ahead.
Do you think it's better to use Facebook kind of to start your podcast, or like would like Zoom work, or I don't know?
So I started on just Facebook Live. Like same thing, so, and the only reason I did it is because COVID hit. And so we were still doing the meetups, and I was like, okay, I'll just go Facebook Live and I'll bring in a guest on Zoom. On Facebook Live. But you can do it on Zoom. Right now we use Restream. It's the best one. I don't know if you guys have switched yet. It's so much better than StreamYard. with the like same capabilities.
What's better than free right now?
Restream. Restream. Restream.
That's how it's slowly, big guys.
Any other questions while we're still here? Like I'm an open book and I'd love it to be interactive.
What do you, oh, sorry.
No, that's a dying business, and it's not scalable. Like I have to be on that bitch talking, to where like dudes spend hours on. I think it's all a farce, right? Dudes get on there when they introduce themselves, like, hey, my dick is 12 inches. Like, okay, cool, we get it, and then you have to stay on there for hours and talking, and so like you can't scale it. That's the reason I don't like it. Some dudes are on there and like they do like a daily thing, but
Are you posting on IG? Are you doing stories or reels or posts?
So our stories are to show us, and our posts are to educate, right? So like my stories, like show my personal life, and then like all my regular posts are like educating people, like, hey, here's what I learned in business. Hey, here's the issue we had, all that other stuff. And then like my stories are, I try and make it more personal so they can get to know me. And then my regular posts is just somewhat more professional.
For the podcast, if you don't ever want to start a podcast, do you think that just going live periodically,
Yeah.
consistently would be just as
Yeah. But if you go live, record it so we can repurpose it. The biggest thing is we want to be able to repurpose it, and then, because everybody wonders like, whoa, what am I going to post? The podcast is the easiest thing because you can just chop it all up and post it out, right? Then you don't have to really think about it. So all my stuff's on autopilot, and we probably make 1,000 pieces of content for me a month alone, all on autopilot.
What do you use for video editing and everything?
I have no clue.
Pay for it.
Yeah, the team handles it. I have no idea.
Read video is the easy one.
Say it again.
Read, W-E, video, easy instructions.
That, and then, I mean, there's Adobe. You could ask. Yeah, like Adobe Premiere, but that's not what I handle. And I'm a very big, like, who, not how guy, so, like, don't do it. You have the money. Fucking pay someone.
Hashtags help. You do a podcast every day.
So, when I'm in town, what we do, because I've, like, gone 100% in on content. So, we do a solo one on Mondays, then we do an interview with a guest on Tuesdays, then we have our free agent REI with Jake on Wednesdays, then on Fridays I have a weekly market update with my friend Michael Zuber, because he does like a daily financial news every day. And so I'll do like generally 4. And then that way I can repurpose it, stay in front of people. Because now I just want as many eyeballs as humanly possible. Right? I legitimately see Budweiser as my competitor. Like all these people advertising everywhere, I need all those eyeballs because then I can monetize it in any way I want. Like if I have, let's say like 1,000 loyal fans, right? And then I can charge them, like Russell Brunson charges $100,000 for what? Because they just like want more from him. So it's that aspect.
Do you pay for ads on Facebook?
We don't pay, we'll probably start here in the next month. So one thing that you can do, and I think you guys should all do this, I grew our Instagram account through like shout outs, through other associated Instagram pages. Right, and the reason I did that is because it's just a credibility piece, because like legit, it's the stupidest thing. Like, oh, you have 40,000 followers on Instagram? Okay, but it just helps, and then more and more natural people come in, right? So they think you're more legit. As stupid as it sounds, this is human psychology. They see, oh, he has 40,000 followers and he posts a lot. He must like have something to say, or it must be good content.
Your meetup, are you doing like a content-based meetup, or is it just get together?
So me and my 2 other friends host them, and we decided to rotate it. So like we'll fly someone in, and he'll just come in and present and speak about whatever he did. So the last guy was like Henry Washington. And then the next one was just a tactical how to use virtual assistants in your real estate business.
Yeah, we have a content meeting meetup every month, but we started to do a live stream of it, but then the kind of people stayed at home. It's like, wow.
Yeah, don't do it.
So, yeah, you don't live stream it.
No,
you
I want
just
them.
record
I
it
want
and
them
then
here.
chop it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For that, like I'd hire a video guy to follow you and talk to you, so that way you can get those actual good conversations, and you can post that out. But like for the meetup, don't live stream it, because that's where we go and we build relationships and get the deal flow as well.
You dilute the room.
Yeah, like you gotta like meet the people, shake their hand, because like it's crazy. Like, oh, I listen to all your podcasts, I do all this. Hey, I got a deal for you. Could you help me with this? Like I can't get that if I'm live streaming. Any other questions before we start moving?
You can actually buy followers. So if you want to pay somebody to do content, look and see their interaction. So I can go on right now and start an account and have 10,000 followers in the next hour. So if you're gonna
When you do buy it, yes, you can, but be very, very careful. If you do want to hit me up, I can connect you with the right people. My friend Lois has a company that is built on the shout-outs. That's the way I would do it because you can just get fucked. It can ruin your entire account. Actually post. Next one's write a book. I'm working on a book, and that, again, just adds more credibility to what we're doing. Like Ian said, he was like, it helped. How much did it help you, dude? Like, it was immense.
Initially, it didn't feel like it was helping, but then when that deal came through, it's a little beauty, like, what fucked us? She's like, well, I saw your book. You know, shit. It goes a long way.
Yeah, so then we got that, and then let everyone know what you do. So generally with my social media, what we've moved into now is whatever I'm trying to push, we'll push it out on social media more. So like with Call Magicians, we started posting more out just about it, talking about it, and then that just brings us more clients. The next thing is we have like this ERC program, to where like the Employee Retention Credit, I'm sure you guys have seen it. So I'll make money by helping people get free money because I'm an affiliate. One of my friends already made like $200,000 from it. I think I made like $20,000 from it. But then like I sent out an email about it. I talk about it on my podcast. Then I post about it on Instagram. And I just do those things. And okay, when I want to push that out and make money off of that, that's what we do. Then we rotate between Call Magicians, ERC, the Winning Mastermind. And then I don't have to pay to grow. Now we're going to start doing paid ads. But then like I can grow the business 100% organically for free. So it eliminates all my marketing budgets. I don't think there's. And as far as questions, guys, because the presentation's over, but I'm sure you guys have questions. Like, I'm an open book.
Yeah, is all your marketing around Meetup, is that organic or paying for any of that?
So I post about it a ton on social, and then Meetup, and then if it's ever a guest, we run ads. Right? If it's like when we flew in Henry, we ran ads.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Because now we're gonna move a lot more into running ads, because we only grow so much organically, and then we can exhaust the people we can sell to in our own Instagram account. So like we gotta gather new people consistently, because like we can just wear it out.
Shrek, you said you have a team. Like, what does that look like? I mean, I know you're like, what video software do you use? Like, I don't know. I don't even care. Like, it just gets done, right? Like that's how I would be. Like, I don't do any of that now. But like, if I had somebody to do it, that's fine. But I don't see me being a guy that's going to be like, oh, I need to get out 16 posts this week and I got to figure out content for that. Like, that sounds awful to me.
Yeah.
I'd rather pull out my eyelashes. You know what I mean? Like, it just
Yeah.
doesn't appeal to me at all. You know what I mean? I can find a deal, I can do a deal, whatever. But like, and I get it. I mean, like, hearing what Ian said about like this book, and literally, like, I know Shane for years. Like, that deal got brought to Ian because of that. It came back to him because of that or whatever.
Yeah.
It gives credibility, but like, you know, there's all these other things and it's out of sight, out of mind. So if you're not out there on a regular basis, I know that you have to have so many touches and whatever, but like, what does your team look like? You outsource all
So
that?
we started like a media company, legitimately. We have 3 full-time editors, 2 people whose job is just to post. Like, so they are posting 7 days a week, and then 1 copywriter. I believe that's all. Yeah, and then so like the person just writes copy. Their job is to come up with new YouTube video ideas, and then to proofread my emails, and then what else? And then all the titles for everything. Then our editors, their job is just to edit as much as they humanly can. Like they need to keep up the amount of content, because like now we haven't even released the stuff except yesterday from our mastermind, and that me and Jake went to like a month ago, but that one spoke out. But that's what I'd do. If you want to do it, I'd hire on an editor, and just hire on an editor, have them add on the fancy words. We don't even do that yet. I would just hire someone to cut it and post that and see how it goes. And then like build up to it. If you have the budget, then I can give you a whole plan on how to build it out. Anything else, guys?
So you're building your personal brand, right? It's not like your business. Like, how do you
No.
interview, like, just posting as you under your name versus like a business?
I don't like it. I mean, people buy you. Like the business is one thing, and I'll probably run into a point to where I'll need to separate myself a little bit, and some people don't know, like other companies that we own, but like people are buying me. If I'm just posting as Call Magicians, and like Call Magicians does some posting, but people are buying because I talk about it, and then they're buying me. They're not really buying the business necessarily. But if you guys have like 2 separate accounts, one personal, and then just talk about everything you're doing there.
Talk about that wholesale deal or whatever you were saying the other day that you got from social media that you're going to put out.
Oh, I mean, the dude just, this month, so last night, the dude was like, hey, I got this deal. Do you think it's a deal? And will you buy it? That one will make us like 100 grand. I signed yesterday with a notary here on a deal that came through my social media account. Same thing, a guy's like, hey, I got a deal. Do you want it? I was like, yeah, let me see. And we'll make like 50 grand. What's the other one we got? Like we have, it's easy money. I mean, it's just coming to you. You don't battle with other wholesalers. You help the person out a little bit, and that's all net profit. And then I don't have to worry about all that different bullshit. Does that explain it, Ian?
Yeah. I think taking the time to build out long-form content, whether it's here,
Yeah.
you're going to cut all this down, right?
Yeah, like we'll cut all this down. The easiest way to do it legitimately is Facebook Lives and a podcast, and that way you don't have to go out to all your projects and look at it, but the project stuff performs significantly better. So like if we're going out like, hey, I'm at my 100-unit apartment complex, talk about it. Like, hey, I'm at my new facility, talk about it. Because everybody needs to see what we're doing, everybody. You don't know how they're gonna lend to you, what they wanna do business with you, if they wanna sell a business, if they wanna sell some real estate, they have to know. Long form. And then TikTok would be the one I tell you to focus on the most, just because you can get the most explosive growth. Instagram, at this point, is a lot more pay to play.
Have you had anything go viral yet?
We had one go viral for, I think like 500,000 views on like Facebook Reels.
What was the content?
It was conversational content at the at Topgolf at my mastermind, and it was like me talking about giving one of our girls in Mexico, like we're just like having like our regular meetings of like, hey, what are your goals? Like, what do you want to achieve? She's like, oh, well, I want to send my son to this really nice school, and it's like $500 a month. I was like, okay, it's done. Like, there you go. And then that conversation went viral.
Do you attribute to the content or the hashtags?
The content, like I told Jake, we don't even do hashtags. Like the hashtags are good, but like the content is what's gonna drive it. And think about it as TikTok is top of funnel, and I want to drive them to YouTube and Instagram. And Facebook, same thing. Facebook, we can get a little bit more sophisticated people, right? Older people. TikTok is the least sophisticated, but then we can get the most eyeballs. Then we drive it all down from there.
I mean, maybe you should record a TikTok video, get up there, start. No, talk about Natalie from your event.
Oh, talk about Nat? Ooh.
It's not real estate, but talk
So,
about what she's done.
I've known Nat since 3rd grade, and Nat came up with a female pre-workout company, and she took it to $1 million a year off of her TikTok account, just making TikToks. So same thing as us. She just made TikToks of like dropping these little pods, and she just dropped them into a thing, and everybody loved it. Given Natalie is really pretty, so that helped. But everything, 100, no advertising, no like email sequences, nothing. Like a link to a Shopify store on her TikTok account to go buy their shit. And they're out of inventory 4 months plus out of the year. Yeah, like workout pods, like a dish pod. Instead of that, it's just a workout pod. Yeah, like with pre-workout on the inside. No, at the end, everybody was buying that. Like, they aren't buying the product. And if she would have made a couple tweaks, like they could be doing 10 million plus this year, like no questions asked.
Do you feel like your bandwidth is stretched, or are you comfortable where you are?
As far as content,
No, general, real estate, podcast, in-person meetup, are you still growing?
yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I'd be doing, right? I mean, like same thing as you, bro. Like you got to work. Like I don't know what else I'd work on, but bandwidth stretched, no. All right, guys, any more questions?
Who's scared to do a video?
Who's scared to do a video? Yeah, who's scared to do it? Yeah, there you go, thank you.
You got it right here.
Ian, so why are you scared? Why are you scared, boss?
It's fucking it's the worst.
Honestly, this is probably a limited belief for me, but I feel like with the more stuff you get, it kind of makes a target on your back too, with all this content and everything out there. You do something wrong, whatever it is, and then they know, you're. I've got a bunch of apartment buildings and stuff like that. They're gonna go back through your social media and know exactly what you own. I've always just kind of flown under the radar, got stuff done, and not worried about any of that.
I mean, you're gonna get fucked over regardless, bro. People are gonna, especially like with what you own, people are gonna come after you anyways. But like, think about Tim Bratz. I'd say Tim is like the biggest name in the multifamily space on social. Tim hasn't ever complained about it. He gets haters, but he only makes more money. So I wouldn't really worry about it. And if you're structured the right way, it's not even that big of a concern.
You're not worried to protect you.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. It's just like, I don't care if everybody knowing it, even though I could grow because of it,
Yeah.
I don't know if I want
I mean, if that's not your goal, then just don't do it. If you're like thinking about doing it, I'd say get over the fact that people are gonna know what you own, because it's people knowing numbers is what helps grow, right? Like people want to see big shit. Like, hey, we made $1 million this month. Hey, we bought this deal for X amount. We put X amount in it, and then we made X amount. People love that shit. Like so, you.
They'll also call you out if you're lying.
Yeah.
You can't lie about shit. So if you're losing money, you say you're losing money.
And they love it when you're real and you talk about like our loss. Like, so what's a loss I talked about? So we lost a really, really big he's a 9-figure net worth individual client in one of our companies. So I talked about it. And then people know you're real and you're not just bullshitting all the time and saying, oh, we only win. Because in all reality, like entrepreneurship is just getting your fucking balls kicked every day.
People can relate to that.
Yeah.
That's their business.
People can relate to that. Oh, he's not just flexing the whole time. And then I'd only be you, nothing else. Because people are going to resonate with you. Like, so everyone resonates with Ian because we all know he's real. People are going to be attracted to who you are, nothing else. Like, don't create like a whole new persona and everything else. Because even like me saying like I'm a guru online, it's still like me joking and that's my personality. Like everybody knows it's like satire. But I do not do anything on social that I do not do in person. Like I cuss on social, I talk shit on social, say stupid shit on social, like all the same things. Because I want them to know me. I don't want them to know some like random person who I fictionally created. Okay. We good?
Okay, any questions?
All right. Thank you guys so much.
Glad you got. Yeah, well.
What's going on, winning family? If this podcast is bringing you any value, I know the rest of the content that we put out is going to drive tons of value to you. So go do me a favor and go subscribe on YouTube to our channel to where we release some things that aren't coming out on our podcast. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Thank you guys so much.